Hey guys, what's up? Welcome you all to this episode of Hall of Fame. So, in our Hall of Fame interviews, we are basically interviewing our achievers, our students from different parts of the globe, so that they can come over here and share their journey with us. And I'm extremely happy to have Raghavan Nagraj with us today. So, Raghavan is a qualified chartered accountant, age 45, with over 20 plus years of experience in the corporate. He is currently working in the Middle East in the Rizayat group in Saudi Arabia. And Raghavan joined the Saraf Academy community in 2021, and he signed up for the CMA US program as well as the diploma in IFRS with us. And I have to mention that Raghavan has actually secured 450 out of 500 in his CMA Part 1. So kudos, Raghavan, for that fantastic feat. And I'm
Thank
sure
you.
so our viewers are absolutely curious to know how you actually cracked that. So, friends, in this video today, we are going to discuss with Raghavan about these two programs. Being a chartered accountant himself, he chose to pursue CMA US as well as diploma in IFRS. So, we will discuss the scope of both these programs. And with his solid experience in the corporate, he could tell us how this is valued in the corporate, what are the kind of jobs which are available. So, to make full use of this program, please watch this video till the end. And also, if you wish to get updates on various other professional programs, please subscribe to our channel, and you can also join our IFRS and CMA US community for free. The links are posted in the comment box below. So over to you, Raghavan. Welcome, and I'm so happy to have you today.
Thank you, madam. It's really a pleasure to be part of this program, and thank you for inviting me for this program. I'm really honored to be appreciated about my achievement, and I hope I'll be an inspiration for all the candidates who have desire to become a CMA or have a professional career ahead.
Absolutely, Raghavan. No two doubts about that. So, Raghavan, could you share in brief about your professional and academic journey so far?
Well, like you introduced, I am a chartered accountant, a recently qualified chartered accountant. I have almost 20 plus years of experience in the corporate world. For the past 10 years, I have been in the Middle East, working with a large group, a Rizayat group in Saudi Arabia, and I have been working. With this group in the position of finance manager, and where I have been mostly supporting CFO, the level of CFO and group financial controllers for their day-to-day decision making and those kind of activities. So my initial I did my BCom from Calicut University in Kerala, and I joined CA, Chartered Accountancy, some 15 years back. But during this period, I had to join work, and due to whatever financial requirements, I had to move on to Middle East to get a better profile of job and career. However, during this period, I thought I should complete my CA. So I just put my efforts to complete CA during 2019, and I completed that. So while I was, after completing that, I saw that there was a lot of opportunity for certified management accountants in the Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia. So I wanted to get my career ahead, to move my career, push my career ahead in terms of better job profile and grow up the ladder. So I thought of pursuing CMA, and I joined Saraf Academy, and they supported me in the classes that I attended, and they supported me very well in completing my CMA, which is obviously we can see from the results that I have got 450 marks out of 500 was absolutely very pleasing for me.
Yeah. But I have to applaud you and congratulate you on the spirit that you have. I mean, coming at this point in your career, at this age, you've completed your professional programs. That's very inspiring, I should say. But Raghavan, after so many years of corporate experience and after having completed now your CA, why did you still feel the need of choosing, these two additional programs? So if you could just brief us on why CMA US And also, why did you choose the diploma in IFRS?
Yeah, CMA US, the primary reason was because it is very much important in countries like Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, or any Middle East country you take. Everywhere, the role of CMA is very critical because there are lots of decision making happening at various stages of every companies, and they depend on candidates who can do analysis, who can analyze, who can provide reports or decision making, suggest management. In fact, my primary role in my current organization is to support the management, provide them with maximum information, with concise information, relevant information with which they have to make critical decisions. So the role of CMA becomes very important. And CEOs and CFOs are looking for candidates who have this kind of qualification. And IMA is providing the a blend of real practical knowledge that is that you can apply on day-to-day basis. So CMA in the Middle East is really taking up. Most of the companies I see as looking for CMAs who can provide this kind of people for the business.
Okay, so you basically mean that it was basically for the strategic roles, for more of decision-making profiles or the managerial level profiles, is why you further choose to go up the ladder with the help of CMA, right?
Correct. So that gives me much better role within the organization. So the kind of any kind of business decisions that company needs to take. So I can do what is the kind of analysis that we can do. So these kind of things CMA course provides in detail. So where you have a broad knowledge and extensive knowledge about the practical applications that we need to apply during business in
a company. Yeah, absolutely. There are those 12 concepts of mastery which you see in CMA US, which absolutely help you become a decision maker for the organization. And what about diploma in IFRS, Raghavan? Why did you go in for that?
Yeah, diploma in IFRS is again, every country is moving towards convergence towards IFRS, and IFRS is a day-to-day requirement right now in every company that is in the Middle East or any part of the world. And in our company, if I can take a practical example, in our company we apply IFRS on from the last, I think our first time adoption was 2 years back when we first time adopted IFRS, and it was really challenging because we had, even though we were qualified chartered accountants, we were having that gap of knowledge with IFRS application, practical application. So almost all the companies require reporting. The government is pushing companies to report based on IFRS. So there is a lot of pressure on companies to complete the auditing and the financial reporting within a deadline, and we have to comply with all the financial reporting standards. So the candidate, the staff, the employee has to be up to date so that he can suggest, not only directly just apply the IFRS, but also interpret and then find solutions so that you present the financials in such a way that your company presentation or your you can manage both from a management perspective and also from a statutory perspective how your financials will look. So it's very important for the staff or the employee to have a very good knowledge about IFRS. So that is very critical for career growth, especially.
Yeah, so to be in the accounting space, especially the space that you are in, IFRS knowledge, we all know, has become absolutely mandatory to stay relevant. So like you rightly said, to bridge up that gap that you have, like IFRS is perhaps not covered in depth in that program. So you had to kind of do IFRS for getting that in-depth knowledge about the global accounting standards, right?
Correct. See, the courses like CA gives you all kind of knowledge, every from a finance perspective. But once you want to specialize in IFRS, or you want to have that added advantage of that you can advise management how to present your financial reports, or what are the ways you can interpret IFRS and apply it practically, so that you can take the best out of the reporting standards. So those kind of things when you do these kind of diploma courses, which gives you practical knowledge and a specific to the point knowledge, so that you can apply it practically in your organization.
So Raghavan, how's your journey been like after you've taken up both these programs? You've how has it really helped you? Have you started has it really helped you in your current role?
Yeah, absolutely, very much, because every task that I do now, my perspective has changed. In fact, I will, even before that, we used to the work that we used to do was supportive to the management. But the more added knowledge and the more what do you call, the information that you have, what is practically relevant, and then you apply it, it gives you not only your senior management, it gives you a self-satisfaction, and obviously your management will be very much happy with what they get, because they can take faster decisions. That is the ultimate aim of any business leader. They want information so that they can take good decisions, the right decisions, with the right relevant information and proper analysis.
Raghavan, I noticed in your conversation you used the word analytical so many times. So
Correct.
do you think in these programs, the methodology for study is a little different? Like it's not rote learning, but it is totally based on analytical concepts, understanding of concepts and application of that concept. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, absolutely. Because the conceptual knowledge that these kind of courses gives you is you don't get problems every day that are standard. Every day you get problems that are totally new. That is very,
Yeah.
very different.
In
So
the
you
dynamic world that we are.
absolutely. So whatever comes up on your table is not whatever came today or 1 hour back is different. After 1 hour, you receive a totally different problem. So your mind should be ready to apply your skills that you have learned over the period, or what you have learned through your education or practical, whatever you have, so that you can solve the problem. You can look from a different angle, and at that time your conceptual knowledge or whatever comes in very much handy. Otherwise, the rote learning will not help during these times, because you need that conceptual understanding and then apply.
Okay. So totally analytical based examinations and qualifications. And so rote learning won't help students. You absolutely have to understand that thing to be able to crack the exams, and you have to
Correct.
study with the intention of gaining knowledge. Although gaining the degree or earning the degree is important, but you also
Correct.
have to see that passing the exam and getting the degree is just not sufficient. You have to have knowledge, whatever
Correct.
you are studying. because
Absolutely.
because
Because
ultimately when the management is speaking to you, I'm sure you will agree that they actually placing bet on the candidate and the knowledge that he has.
yes, exactly. In fact, in the couple of classes that I mean, all the classes that I have attended of Prakash sir, where he keeps repeating this critical thing, that what you should learn is not for to get the degree. Once you think from a perspective of a conceptual understanding, you don't need the degree. Your management will be ready to pay you for the knowledge that you have. So this degree gives you a launching pad, so that you can get into a higher position at the initial stage itself. But once you are there, then you have to fully depend upon on your conceptual knowledge to apply all the skills, and that's what the management looks for. They are looking for your analytical skills, how you can present them or give them solutions to the problem, advise them on various issues. So you have to be on top of all those things.
Okay. So Raghavan, in your whole decision of planning to pursue CMA US and IFRS, how is it that you chose us? How did you choose us to be a part of your journey? Why Saraf Academy and how Saraf Academy?
Yeah, that's actually my one of the best decisions, to be honest. When I had the dream of doing CMA for past 3-4 years. Since 3-4 years, I was planning to do CMA. So I was searching for a right kind of uh, uh, a kind of academy or any kind of a solution learning provider who could support my journey to complete CMA. So I was going through. Of course, you get through Google, you go through Gleim, you go through Wiley. You have got lots of other options, and I wanted someone to give a one-on-one or one-to-one a lecture to understand the concepts better, because I knew from the beginning that this examination is more about concepts, because I did some initially some tests, practical questions of sample questions, and I knew that it's more conceptual oriented, so I have to get my concepts right. So I was looking for a right kind of learning provider. So I was searching through Google, and at that point, my initial plan was to complete my diploma in IFRS. So I was searching for, while I was getting through Google, I came through ACCA website for diploma in IFRS, and there I saw that was first time I learned about Saraf Academy, where they had mentioned Saraf Academy from Kolkata. They were conducting they are conducting IF diploma in IFRS. So I searched for Saraf Academy in Google and I found Saraf Academy website. And when I went through the website, I saw all these fantastic courses that the academy is providing. So I thought I should let me go through the video. On one of the video I saw where Prakash was teaching about what is the first video about what is the approach one should take towards study for this kind of professional courses. And the first video itself gave me such a confidence, to be honest, that it's it's easily doable. So for any person with the right kind of attitude and the right kind of discipline can absolutely complete this course within a right period of time. So I thought, when I saw the methodology, the way to approach this examination, how much time a person should devote every day in a proper disciplined manner, and from what sources, what is the method of study. And when I went through the first class, I believe it was about which chapter, I don't remember. I think when I went through that conceptual explanation, I knew that okay, this will be the best institute that can support me in my journey. So I just joined the classes, and from the day one, I have been very, to be honest, enjoying all the classes, and I am. The conceptual clarity was absolutely brilliant, and it just gave me the confidence that I can complete the course in within a specified period of time.
So how long did it take you to complete CMA?
Well, the part one, it took me, I think, I started studying 2.5 months before.
Okay.
After I joined, I decided, after I joined, I decided I will start devoting every day, like Prakash said, 2 hours or 2.5 hours every day. And like I have told before, I just stuck to that discipline from day one until the last day. Even the day I was going for my exam, even in the morning, the day when I was going for the exam morning, I just did that routine. I didn't stop that routine. 2.5 hours. Even I used to spend this time, and evening I used to spend some time on revising what I did in the morning, just to make sure that whatever I have learned, I'm not forgetting. So that is the key: revision, and then just following the discipline every day.
Yes, I guess the discipline is something that has gone a long way in, in getting the results that you have. Because I know for a fact that Sir explains the entire procedure of how you need to approach the exams in the very first class, and the very
Correct.
first class of each batch is freely uploaded on YouTube for people to consume, so that
Correct.
in case they want any guidance, they can, and they want to self study, they can do that. In case they want to get in touch with us, they can get to know how we teach and what is the process. So the entire
Correct.
class of 2.5 3 hours is uploaded on YouTube, and over there Sir is constantly emphasizing how many hours you need to devote each day and what is the practice. And it sounds like you've totally followed it to the T.
Yeah, it's actually very simple. People, if any student or anybody who has even a zero background of finance or any area in any discipline, what they do. And in fact, I will say that uh, from Saraf Academy, I have learned how to study, or what is the method to study. And with this method, I believe any subject, if a person puts his effort, say spend every day 2.5 hours, and this 2.5 hours on a daily routine discipline, and just revise it on a periodical basis, do the practical questions without looking at the answers. Try I used to break my uh, uh, head trying to solve the problems myself. So I used to find challenges to solve the problems initially myself, and it used to go wrong every time. So I used to think myself that why is it going wrong? Where is the mistake I'm making? So I used to go revisit that question again, and then see that when I see the solutions, exactly the process what Prakash sir has been telling. So once you do that, you're automatically practicing and getting more perfect in your solution, in your getting the answers to the questions. So not only in first class, I think in every class literally in every class that Prakash sir takes, he keeps telling the students, please follow your daily routine, please practice your questions, 2.5 hour studies, please do the recordings again. That is very critical. First recording, absolutely nobody will understand. Even the most brilliant, I'm sure they won't understand. They have to go back to the recording again to make sure that they have the conceptual clarity clear. Once they have that clarity clear, then they can answer any problem. I can tell any problem put to them, they can solve it.
So Raghavan, okay, very interesting to hear that. Now you need to tell us the most the part that everybody is waiting for. How did you
Yeah.
crack that 450? I mean, 450 out of 500 is 90%. So what is
Yeah.
your secret sauce? You need to tell us what you did and what are your tips. Let me say the top 3 tips that you have for students or CMA aspirants.
The top 3 tips I will tell is: first, please be disciplined in your approach. 2.5 hours daily. Make sure you do, if possible, do it the same time, the same place where you are, planning to do it continuously. Fix a time for you every day. I used to follow a 90-91 rule, which I used to follow from a video YouTube. What I have seen, the 90-91 rule says that for the next 90 days, I will spend 90 minutes of my every day on one goal. So my one goal was to crack, to get pass through CMA Part 1, and I put a target of 90 days. And for that, I used to spend 1.5, 2 hours, 90 minutes every day. So I just followed this discipline. And the second most important thing is practice. And practice is very, very important. Like they say, if you can sweat hard. The people who sweat hard in practice bleed less in war. So if you are practicing very hard during your during your study time, so when you are really facing the exam, so you bleed less. You won't go wrong most of the questions. And the most important thing is, practice maximum mock test papers. If you have available, try maximum mock test papers. And recordings, please, like, just follow the steps that is advised by Prakash. So just follow the recordings, do it twice if possible. I have done a couple of recordings three to four times, because I didn't understand initially, or it took some time for me to understand, because I am not Yeah, I'm a kind of an average guy only, so it takes some a little more time for me to get through the concepts. Once I have got that concepts clear, then I try all the problems from based on that concept I can get my hands on, and that gives me more perfect. So this is what I think is the success that
Success
has
mantra
given.
for Raghavan Nagraj.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I hope I can continue that.
Of course, I'm sure you will. But you're one student, I think who's followed Prakash's advice to the T. You're absolutely reiterating the things that he's always advised his students. And I'm so happy, that you have so much of discipline in you that so much of perseverance that you actually, maintain that 90-day rule and actually achieved your
Yeah,
goal and came out with such flying colors. Such an
yeah,
inspiration.
absolutely. So now I am applying that rule in my. I am setting my targets every time based on this rule, and now I know the most important thing what the academy provides. The Saraf Academy is providing you is the method of study, the method of approach towards study, and your it's very it's a simple process, but people I'm sure many students might find it difficult to be consistent. So if anybody is consistent, they cannot help but pass the exam.
So true. Consistency is the key. So,
Definitely.
for some students who have, just about done BCom, they have done their BCom, and they want to pursue because, this CMA US is very often the first step for taking their career to the next level. So they always
Yeah.
have this question of, uh, is the qualification very tough? Will it be possible for me to do it? Like we generally say that you can complete it in a time span of 6 to 8 months, and from what
Yeah.
I see, you've completed it in exactly 8 months. You're
Correct.
you're able to take both your papers. So what will your
Correct.
response be to that? Like you said, you're an average guy, although you're being very
Yes.
modest with that. You have
Yeah.
a huge work experience, but what would you say? CMA US is tough, or it's you can crack it with consistency?
I, well, I will say it. Any professional examination has to have. It will be tough. It will be. It will have its own difficulties. But if any student spends their time, like I said, in a disciplined manner, try to understand what what the teacher or the subject is teaching you from a conceptual level, and and do it on a daily basis consistently. Spend an effort, spend a quality time into their study plan or their study process, and revise on a regular basis. It is it is easily crackable. Anybody can do it, and it's the most important thing. What you can benefit is you're getting an international professional qualification at your doorstep. If you put your effort, if you put a little bit of effort, nothing comes without effort. You have to put some effort, and if you put that effort consistently, absolutely, once you get that qualification, you get into an organization at a for young candidates who are getting into, who have just done BCom and they want to add a professional qualification. CMA provides you uh, I mean, to get a professional degree in a matter of 1 year, maximum 1 year. If you put that effort, you can get the professional degree. You have an international professional qualification with which you can go to any part of the world.
Right, Raghavan. What will be your final message for CMA or IFRS aspirants? As a matter of fact, students or professionals who are planning these professional programs to take their careers to the next level. What your message to them?
My message is, uh, please, please take up these courses. These are very important for your career growth, especially people, students who want to career their, further their career in finance, and they want to get into a professional financial career. They have to pursue one of the professional courses, and CMA gives you a very good opportunity to have an international qualification, and it is easily doable. Any person who has the right kind of attitude and discipline and the commitment to achieve this, they can surely get through this with flying colors. I'm saying it's and just to follow the message or the suggestion or the process of study, the method of study, and the facilities provided by, of course, Saraf Academy for these kind of courses, because all these courses are professional courses, which will absolutely be there forever for most important. These are most important professional courses that is very important for a person who wants to further their career in finance. I am very much happy. I don't. I think the it's actually an absolute service to all the students community who are joining this course through Saraf Academy, and the services that you are providing, and getting so many people to get through these courses and become professionally qualified staff, and getting their careers, great careers for their future, is itself a great service that you are doing to the community. And I think what I have gone through during my experience was absolutely absolutely brilliant during this period. So I had in fact, I want to keep some of the if possible, I could some of the videos, I wanted to just keep it so that I just don't forget all the concepts.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Friends, this brings us to the end of the interview. And if you have, I hope this video would help you clearing your doubts regarding both these programs, the CMA US and the Diploma in IFRS. If you have any specific questions for Raghavan, please post them in the comment box and we'll have them answered. Also, if you want to have any more information regarding these programs, you can also request for a free counseling from our team, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. And Raghavan, thank you so much. It's been absolutely an inspiring interview, and I would like to thank you for taking out your time for helping and guiding students and our viewers. So thank you so very much, and wish you the best of luck for achieving greater milestones in your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much, viewers. Our pleasure, Raghavan. Our pleasure. Thank you so much, viewers. Keep learning, keep growing. Bye-bye.